Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building with BdoubleO. Yo boy. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Back to school, back to work. I know, we all gotta do it. At least you got your weekends, right? Think on the positive side. Sorry. Okay, anyway, I'm only saying that because I'm jealous because I haven't had a weekend in 6 years. But that's fine. It's worth it. I enjoy myself. What am I talking about? Shut up talking. Okay, this is something that I really need to get worked out in my game. You guys have been telling me about this. Some people have been telling me about this a lot. You know, in modded, if you run out of an item in your inventory, it'll automatically put that item in. So I was just placing grass. If I had grass, it would say boop. It would automatically put it in. But check this out. If I middle click here, boom. That's something that's so obvious, and it's been around for quite some time. It's a feature that was in creative mode, but they brought it here, and boy, am I pleased that they did. It's so nice. So whenever I run out of something, if I just middle click it, it should just pop it into my inventory as long as I have it, which is nice. But as you can see, I'm kind of working out this area here, this potential pathway that's going to be leading up to our potential gate on this side. Now, let's talk about what we did last episode. Oh, guys. Thank you so much for your response, okay? I truly mean that. Like, it's after episodes like yesterday that I feel so inspired and so much more motivated. Like, when I do something like this, like the area I just built here, with this forest, when I built it, I felt so good and I felt so inspired during the building process. But after I uploaded it and got your responses and your comments and all of your ideas and suggestions, oh man, it made me feel good. What I love the most is when I post a video and then I get a flood of, I love the compliments. Those are great. That's nice. Too kind of you, really. But when people giving ideas like crazy, that lets me know that I'm doing my job and people are inspired. That's what I want to do with this series. So let's talk about some of the ideas. Number one, brown concrete powder definitely should be in here. I think we should use it just as we use the soul sand here, just in patches out and about throughout this area. We also need to have, some people were saying, can't wait to see what you do with little creeks running through. And I thought about that for a little while. I thought, no. We don't need any creeks running through. I mean, great thought process, because whenever you're doing paths, you want to think about the water that runs through as well. But this is because I thought, oh, we got this river here. This is something. But this is a big river. Creeks are different. Creeks are small streams that run off of rivers. So, very nice. I know what you mean now. If I started to write it off, but then I realized, oh, they talking about creeks. Something small, something kind of windy that goes through here. Something that kind of recesses the ground just slightly. Just enough. And I love it. I really love it. I think that was a wonderful idea. So yeah, we're going to do that, no question. I don't know where, but let's work out just a little template of what something like that could or would look like. Let's go like this. We'll come this way a little bit. Let's get a little crazy with it, huh? So I'm thinking, the way I'm picturing it, I'm not thinking do this and then a bunch of water. I don't have a bucket. And I know I have a bucket somewhere. I gotta go get it. But, well, basically, let's just talk about it, because gotta go get the bucket. I think this would be a great opportunity to use the the sand and the soul sand as well in certain areas, because this is going to be muddy and gross, not too pretty looking, you know. I think this would be a great opportunity for something like that. But the way I'm picturing it, the way I'm seeing it like, I mean, that water's flowing that way, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So I'm seeing it a little bit like this. Oh, man. Can I do what I want to do? Yes, I can. Knock out the T. You can do it. Get that there. Oh, should have made an infinite source. Let's do that. Very good. Maybe something like this? You know? Huh. A little like lower to the ground? Maybe? But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like not having like a full flowing running river of water all the way filled up to the top. I'm thinking sparse. Like they can be connected, right? Like they can be connected, but not always like flowing connected like that. Like they'd be like that way connected. Like the most like almost like it's drying out. It would dry out if it wasn't fed by the river. Something like that. You're getting a little bit of a view of it. A little bit of a view of what I'm saying. Water source there. Yeah, that fixes the flow of that water a little bit, I think, if I put that in there. I think that's good. I mean, this is a little bit aggressive for what I'm wanting. But something like that, if we had something like that coming through here, that'd be kind of nice, I think. Yeah, you'll probably never really see it. Like from over here. Yeah, you kind of see a little something going on over there. Yeah, you see that it goes down. You know, maybe if it crosses right here and we have just like a small little bridge going over, that could be cool. But just a really kind of not super flowy river. My parents have a creek in their backyard, and in the wintertime it flows massive. And it seems like a river. But in the summertime, you could walk through it. It's up to your ankles, you know. It's pretty sparse. But anyway, super happy about this. There are a lot of other suggestions. Something that I didn't see, but that was probably there. Fallen trees? Yeah. Fallen trees. Absolutely got to do fallen trees. Even just logs like so will represent like a fallen tree, because you're going to see lots of those in the forest. I mean, that's the thing, and why I wish when I was out with my daughter, I really wished that I took a picture of what I was seeing, because that would certainly have helped me capture everything. But out in nature and in anything, architecture and everything, you got to look at something and you got to keep staring at it. You got to stare at it for a long, long time. And the longer you stare at it, the more stuff you're going to see. I remember when I was scuba diving with my dad years and years ago, we were going through like this coral reef, and we thought, well, this is kind of boring. This isn't anything too special. But then I was just like, why don't we just take it kind of slow? You know, let's not just swim over it real fast. Let's go slow. And so we just sat. Like, I just sat in one area and stared for probably a good 10 to 15 minutes, just looking at one spot. And the longer I looked at that one area, the more I saw. And that whole thing, you realize it's just teeming with life. There's little polyps and stuff that are opening and closing, and there's just so much detail in there. That's when it really opened up to me. So I think that you got to do the same thing when looking for inspiration in Minecraft. You find your inspiration, but don't just glance over it. Really stare. And the more you stare, the better it's going to get. Now, one of the greatest suggestions, which I want to work on today, or the most eye-opening suggestions, was Bdubs, you don't need to build all that terrain up to this gate. Just do kind of a stairway that goes up there. And he linked some pictures as well, and it was great suggestion. So instead of taking all of this terrain, and I was basically going to follow this slope back here, like all the way out to here. Instead of doing all that, which would take forever, build like a low sloping staircase that'll come out to like who knows where, but like here. You know, we could even do like an angle that goes here and then up. But that's, I think, such a good idea. And it works. Like it won't look like it's forced. I think it's such a good idea. So going to work on that today. I've also worked on some other trees that I guess I'd like to show you guys. I'm so glad that you're down with the custom tree idea. I think it's going to be really, really good for us. But I also maybe want to work out the path here. Whatever we do for this path here, we'll end up replacing all the paths in this area. Originally, I thought half slabs and little curb blocks with stone brick was a brilliant idea. At the time, sure. Now, in 2017, not so much. Minecraft times have changed, baby, and that's not such a great look anymore. So we're going to change all that up, and I have some ideas for it, but we want to go over it. But let's go over to the creative world. I'll show you some of the other little trees that not so great, but they're getting there, and they can help kind of populate our forest out a little bit more. I also want to thank you guys for a couple of you left me some messages about how to fill in all of these blocks and turn all these red. It's still a little annoying, but it's pretty easy in comparison to placing all the void blocks. So Minecraft is now has a fill command. So you hit, for those of you that don't know, this was mentioned to me by a plethora of viewers. You hit fill, and then you type these coordinates here, these coordinates, right? And then you go up over here, and you type these coordinates. So it's fill, and then the 6 coordinates, the XYZ for both spots. And then it's Minecraft : so it's fill. Let me type it, okay? We'll just, for the coordinates, we'll do X, Y, Z, and then it's the other X, Y, Z, and then Minecraft structure, just so you guys know, so you guys can see it and copy this down yourself if you want to try it. Structure void, 0, replace, air, and then it'll do it. That's all you have to do. So it replaces all of that with structure void. Okay? Nice. So that's helped out immensely without not having to do a bunch of those, placing a bunch of those things. So I worked on another kind of beech tree. The roots are a little lower to the ground on this one, but the beech trees usually split off pretty low, I believe. I'm not positive. The tree that I'm thinking of, this one kind of has more of a trunk that goes up, but this one lower where it splits off. And I think it looks very, very nice. Got a different type of leaf structure as well, a little more wide. So it's just a variation of that. I'm cool with it. I'm not trying to stay specific to any sort of family of tree or anything like that. I just want trees that are going to look good. So I went with that style, but just slightly different. Here, this is a pine tree. And instead of trying to go with like your normal style of pine tree where it's, and by the way, most of these roots are going to be underground. I just have them dug out so I can put the structure void blocks and stuff. But yeah, most pine trees, you kind of think of them as like hanging. Like these things either hang or go straight out. But a lot of the pine trees that I've seen or researched, there's a lot of upward momentum. These things are reaching for the sun, these branches. So I try to do that in this one, and I think it looks really nice. It's even got a little bit of a lean to it. It's a little thicker, a little more dense. I really like it. I think it looks really good. So I'm happy with that tree. Now, I really tried getting crazy over here, because in a lot of the forest pictures I saw, there were these, I'd say 30-degree leaning trees. And this is okay. It's better than I was kind of thinking. I think this would be best if it were down a couple more blocks into the ground. So maybe, I think I oak leaning, right? So let's go here and let's load the oak leaning. Okay. Leaning. And let's put it down like -2. And load. Load. There we go. So that should be down a little bit lower. What's this show? What's this show? Show bounty box. Oh, why is it showing? Well, I guess I break. Whoops. Oh, this is included in the box. Oh, okay. That's a little weird. So yeah, a little lower like that. It actually looks better. It looks better lower, at least by 1 block. But I think that's going to be a really, really, it looks strange by itself, but you get that in a forest and it's going to look really, really cool, I believe. So yeah, I'm working on these trees. I'm going to probably eventually put together, once I get like maybe 10 to 15 trees, I'll put together a world for you guys. A world, and then just like a download where you can just get all the MBT files and then just put these in and have these trees for yourself to pop in to your world, and it'll have all the work done for you. You won't have to do all, whoops. You won't have to do all this garbage by placing all these things. All you have to do is just pop in one of these blocks, load it in, and it'll be good to go. But anyway, yeah, that's how we're looking. I think it looks good. Maybe we'll test some of these out in the world today too, but we got to get moving. Let's go. One tree has lost its life due to this ramp thing. It's going to be okay though. We'll bring it back in one form, fashion or another. But here we go. Okay. So I'm working this thing out and I'm going through and I'm trying to make it look nice. I've already built it. I kind of compensate a little bit for, like, the other wall is going to be here. It's going to land right here. So I wanted a little bit of a platform landing for the entrance. Not much. But looking at it, this is the same problem that I always do. I always run into with paths. With paths, I'm always so straight and I'm fixing it. Like, that's why this area right here looks so nice, because it's not perfectly straight. Here, I don't want this stairway to be curvy. Like, I really don't want any curve in this. I want this to feel more, I'm not sure what the word would be. Not necessarily grand, but intentional, I guess. You want to know that this is certainly man-made, and you're going into like a nicer area, a protected area, right? So I want this straight. That's all good and cool. But this angle on the side, I need to change this. It's just block, half slab, full block, half slab, full block, half block, full block, half block, full block, half block, all the way down. Except for a little bit there and a little bit there. I want to change that. So I'm going to try to give it some character. I'm going to slope it. Either down, we've got a couple options. We're either going to go down and then more steep here, or we're going to go out and then steep down. You know what I mean? We're going to either go like that, concave or convex. Or we could go down steep and then in, which might look cool too. Like more steep in the middle. Either way, I'm going to try a couple different variants. So that will be our way of adding interest into this. So it doesn't look like just something that anybody could do. You know, you want to add your own little bit of flair into it. And I think that's how I'm going to kind of flair it. Because going up it, it doesn't feel like anything. Like I get no feeling. Even when I put the walls on it and stuff, I'll have no feeling here. The block variations and stuff are cool, but there's no feeling to this. I'm going to try to get that by doing some of the stuff we just talked about. So I'll work on it. Obviously, going to have to sleep pretty soon, but I'll work on some of those shapes. I'm not sure which way I'm leaning. Well, I guess I am leaning more towards down and then sharp up, because that'll follow the terrain a little bit more. So maybe I'll try that first and we'll see just how it looks. Okay, I think it's time that we have a little chitty chat, little talk. This is not walkable. This is not walkable. How do I make this walkable? Walkable. Not good. Gotta fix that. But anyway, we need to have a little talk, because a lot of times I'll be building and building and building and building, and I kind of get to the point to where I'm like, I've run out of inspiration. But as soon as I start talking to you, this has been happening more lately. As soon as I start talking to you guys, all of a sudden the ideas come flowing in. Maybe not here. This is kind of, I just mainly kind of want to bring you back to show you what all I've done. But I definitely feel like there needs to be more. I don't have my wow factor just yet. I think eventually, though, we'll get it. Anybody supercharged yet? Doesn't look like it. Eventually, we'll get that wow factor, but we just don't have it yet. But it's kind of cool. Maybe you guys, maybe we do. Maybe we do have the wow factor. I don't know. But let's take a look at it together. So I went with the under slope, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's take a look at it from where we were looking at it before, right around here. So it's a little more flat. It's like a couple of half slabs, couple of regular blocks, couple of half slabs, couple of regular blocks, and then we go into stairs here. Now, I was really struggling with this underside. I had this all blocked in, and I tried mimicking this. By the way, I'm going to dress this up down here. This isn't going to stay exactly how it is, but I just wanted to fill it in so I get the real feel of things here. But I decided, let's leave this all open under here and just put some kind of interesting detail stuff, and then hit it with some coarse dirt underneath as well. And boy, that really did the trick. I think it looks much nicer like this. I didn't show you the other way, but trust me, it wasn't great. But then the last thing that I did, we had this slope, and it was going up like this, and then it flattened out right here. And that was looking weird to me. That was throwing me. I was like, what is wrong with this thing? Why doesn't it look like I want it to look? And I realized, why don't I just continue this on up? Why don't I continue this slope on up into the wall? And after doing that, things really turned around. Hello? It really turned it around. It really gives it kind of an epic, cool look. So I like it, and I'm happy with it. Although I do think, maybe up there. No, let's leave it for right now. Well, okay, what I'm thinking, because that looks like that could use almost like a stair underneath or something. If we went in with stone walls. See ya, grass block. Loved ya. You were doing a lot for the community, but you gone now. Let's go here. Boom. Let's go here. Boom. Let's see what this does. It makes sense because it's like, hey, we're doing a thing. You know, we're doing a thing here. We're making the connection to the wall. So it serves a purpose, but I don't know. We'll see exactly what purpose that serves visually. Just a second here. Yeah, I think it's worse. Maybe not. Maybe it's better. But let's feel it. Let's walk on it. The idea is going to be have this path kind of come up here. We're going to wind out and around and up and to here. And then we'll come to this area. Have a mixture of cobblestone and some of the path blocks. We'll continue like, well, you know what? Let's just get this path kind of laid out a little bit, shall we? Excuse me, bed. Thank you. Something like a so should do the trick. Something like that. That'll be good. We'll wind it around like a nice big tree. I want to make, along the lines of trees, I want to make a tree that's got a really decent size trunk. Like, I'm talking like maybe 3x3 solid, and then some, you know, stuff off the side. We'll see. Even bigger than that. Although that's pretty good. Yeah, even bigger than this. I think that'd be cool. But okay, bearing the lead a little bit. Let's feel it. Let's feel it. I think it feels pretty good. Now, especially once we get the main, like an entrance here, which I'm already seeing it. It's already kind of presenting itself. We get the entrance here. Ooh, fence. We'll probably take all this out up to there and down. So from here to here, it'll be 5 wide. And we go through here. And then we come in, and there's the church. And we don't really have a fantastic view from here, but that'll change in due time. We will make it look better. No problem. Excuse me. Jump up, there, silly guy. It's late again. As the schedule is going right now, Building with BdoubleO is getting recorded in the twilight hours, about 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. It ends up with some pretty long nights, but it's a nice little alone time, because a lot of times I spend time with my kids during the day and see them, and this I get to just dig in and focus, and it's kind of nice. I enjoy it. But yeah, I think that's good. Let me know what you guys think. I kind of want, you know, a little fantasy, little whimsical, but at the same time powerful, creative, and man-made. I think we nailed it. I think we got it for sure. But that's just me. Curious to hear what you guys think. You want me to hit fences right here? I'll hit fences right here. Is that a problem? Nah, that ain't no problem for Bdubs. I'll do that. I'll do that for you. Well, guess that's the only place I can put it, really. That's it. Just one lone fence. I like it. All right. But I think that's going to have to do it. I know today is a little bit shorter. We've been usually going in the 30 to mid 30, 40 minute range. But I mean, as far as our main project, we done. Anything else, I'm going to have to really start a really big project that's going to take me till the sun comes up. So we'll get some trees in here, some other stuff, really dress it up. But that'll come in time, all right? Everybody, thank you again so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. Love you to death, and we'll see you in the next episode.